Hello citizens, how is it going? This is our match reaction for Wolves 0, Manchester City 3. So make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new, and let's jump into it. So we started this game really well. We came flying out the blocks, and it's good to see as well. I was saying during the match against Dortmund and the match reaction and leading up to this, that we've had too many hot and cold performances this season already, I think. I mean, it's not even a case of we're playing poor again, then well again. We're just going through every single game, playing well, playing poor. And this is no exception, really, to be honest with you. I mean, we started off really well. Grealish was a surprise start for some. Many didn't like it. They thought we should have been playing Alvarez and Foden and Haaland up front. And, you know, I kind of agree with them. But Grealish is the one that got the nod, and he got his goal within a minute. So, justified. And the goal is quite simple. I mean, it's a goal you're going to see us score quite a lot. Foden gets on the right-hand side. De Bruyne won't pass him on the overlap, gives it to him, and De Bruyne first time cross, probably looking for Haaland, but goes past him. Grealish beats his man. Good finish, 1-0. And to be honest, after that, we kind of just took charge of everything. Haaland got the second, no surprises. You know, nice little breakaway. Grealish again does really well. Taps the ball around for Bernardo, who feeds it through to Haaland, who runs about 20 yards with it. Hits it right foot outside of the box, bobbles its way into the bottom corner. Great finish. And then after that, Wolves get a red card. Collins, and it was a red card. I mean, you can see him on the pitch arguing with the referee and the linesman and the fourth official, saying that he got the ball. I mean, he didn't touch the ball, and he hits Grealish in his midriff, like, with force. It's a red card. So after that, the game kind of died off. You know, we got to half time, and you want us to go and score more. You want us to, you know, again, not even so much of a statement of intent, but just go score more goals. Carry on playing the way we were doing in the first half, because it was quite an even first half. I thought Wolves had some decent possession. You know, they were passing the ball around as well. They were getting on plenty of counter attacks, and they were causing us a few issues at the back. You just wanted to see us go like that. Now Wolves came out and they did do that, to be fair, and you wouldn't even think they were down to 10 men in some cases. They were winning second balls. They were getting space. How they were getting so much space, I don't even know. That defense needs a bit of sorting out, but we kept them down to a clean sheet, and in the end we got a third with Phil. 6 to 9 minutes he scored. Good goal too. Erling Haaland does well. You know, he keeps the ball away from them, gets on the right hand side, waits for De Bruyne on the overlap again, and pretty much identical to the first goal. He whips the ball across first time, and Foden puts it in with his right foot. Really nice finish into the far corner. But it was one of those games where it was a tale of two halves. Yeah, we were 2-0 up. Yes, they were down to 10 men, but really that second half we were flat, we were pretty poor, we were slow with everything. And you could see Pep was frustrated as well on the bench. I mean, he was yelling at everyone, he was trying to sort the defence out. When Foden got the third, the first thing Pep did was go to Diaz and tell him, don't give them as much space in midfield, because they're running at you all constantly. And yeah, it was just really boring second half, wasn't it? It was pretty flat. And you know, I sent a tweet out saying that only City can make you feel disappointed after 3-0. And that's kind of what it felt like. But, you know, it's not a criticism of the players. You know, I'm not going to rate anyone poorly. I think they all did quite well. The subs that came on, you know, the game was dead. It was 3-0. You know, looking at Gomez coming on. I mean, he did what he meant to do. Alvarez found nice little spaces, running at the defence a few times. A few wayward passes. But, you know, he'll come good during the season. Mahrez came on, does his usual thing, trying to cut inside, get the shot away. And yeah, do you know what? Do you know who I was really impressed by today? Before getting to who are the players and stuff individually, Stones. I thought Stones had a great game. You know, right back, I really like him at right back. I think he plays better in the centre mid position than what Walker does. I think he's better on the ball, and I think he gives us something in the air as well to help Rodri out. And when Rodri went off and he pushed Stones into that CDM role, I think he did really well. He carries the ball nicely. Like I said, he's got nice little passes. He can go short, he can go long. He's not scared of getting forward. He can take a shot in from the outside of the box like we saw against Dortmund. And defensively, I like him. Big fan of John, I really am. I mean, it's a shame he picks up too many injuries, but today I think he did really well. You look at the back line in general, Akanji, I think he's fitting in really well. He's showing his strength today. Diaz, you always know you're going to get from him, and he's got really good precision skills on that near post when the cross is coming in. We saw that a couple of times when cutting the ball out. Edison, who did really have a quiet game, didn't really do much after a save in the first half, but in the second half, he had a couple of occasions where he had to come and claim the ball, which he did, jumping over Diaz and I think it was Matinho or someone. but he did that really well, and he came out as well, rushed out of his box to head the ball away in like the 88th, 89th minute, whatever it was. So he did really well for me. And, you know, you're looking at left back Cancelo. I think he had a really good game defensively as well, surprisingly. You know, I'm a bit critical of Cancelo defensively, but today I think he did really well. There was only one occasion where he lost the ball on the halfway line, and instead of running back and helping the defence, he threw his arms up and shrugged and stood there for about 2-3 seconds while they just counter-attacked. He's got to do better with that kind of situation, but defensively, honestly, he's got his foot in the right positions. You know, he's clearing the ball, and his passing today was pretty solid. You know, I think he did really well on that left hand side, and when he moved to the right again, he did really well. Could have got another goal towards the end when he pushed forward, but he overran the ball and it went out of play. So yeah, backline in general today, decent. You know, I think against a better team, maybe would have had a few more problems, but overall, Wolves are not really a threat in the air, and they don't really score many goals, so it's hard to judge on this one alone. But they did all right. They kept a clean sheet, so there's nothing to complain about there. Midfield, Rodri, I think he looked a little bit isolated today. I know he's like plays that CDM role like as a lone player, but that's why I was glad when Bernardo came in today, because usually Pep plays De Bruyne and Gundogan in midfield, but they're two offensive-minded players, whereas Bernardo likes to do a bit of everything. And today I think we needed that, because with Wolves breaking in between our lines and the pace and the quality they've got on the ball, Bernardo helped Rodri out loads today. So them two are a pretty decent partnership. De Bruyne, in the first half, I thought he was immense. Man of the match in the first half. He was incredible. You know, his work rate is so good. The way he presses the ball, even when the team were losing it up in the edge of their box, he was running 20-30 yards to be the first to press. He led like a captain today. He was really good in that first half. He got his 2 assists. Second half, he did drop off, but I mean, the whole team did. But today, he probably is my man of the match. I thought he was fantastic, and he got, like I said, he got 2 assists. And there was one occasion in the second half, I thought he could have took the shot on and tried to pass it to Phil on his left, getting going for another assist, when he should have just whacked it when he was inside the box. And I think if it was 0-0 or we were getting beat, I think he does take that shot on, but because we were 2-0 up at the time, I think he tried to be a bit fancier with it. But no complaints really from him, really. And yeah, another good, solid performance all around. Another man of the match performance. Front three, already spoke about Grealish. I think he's had a good game. I don't think he's going to shut the critics up in this one, but he had a good, solid game. And I don't think you can argue about any of his performance today. You know, I think he did really good. He got his goal. He was aggressive with the ball. He showed intent. Obviously, he was involved in the Collins challenge when Collins was sent off. I don't think I can criticize anything apart from Grealish today. I think he was good. Right hand side, Phil, you know what you're going to get from Phil. Work rate, effort. Even when he's having a bad game, he's going to give you 100% effort. He will never let his levels drop. And today we saw that again. First half, his passes were a bit wayward. He didn't have the right way of pass. It was either too hard, it was going too long, or it wasn't going long enough. Second half, he kind of fixed that, and of course, he took his goal really well. It was a really smart finish. Haaland up front, you know, I don't know how else you all saw it. Maybe I'm being a bit critical again. It got a goal. Really good goal too, you know, I really liked it. Different kind of goal that we've seen from him this season, so really impressed with that. But his touches today were so poor. His dribbling needs a bit of work. He tripped over the ball like 3 or 4 times. You know, he's falling over quite a bit. He looked a bit unsteady on his feet. He just looked really unhappy today. And I think that part of that is because he wasn't getting the service he thought he should be getting, because he did make a lot of his runs, usual stuff. He was always finding space in the box. And, you know, people weren't trying to find him or crossing in for him. But I think he was frustrated because he wasn't scoring more goals. Because if you look at the end of the first half when he pushes the camera out the way, I think that's because at the end of the first half he had that chance, that half chance where he could have chested it down and had a shot on goal, but he didn't quite pull it off. And I think today we saw a very frustrated Erling. But overall, I think he's going to be happy that he scored. But I think he knows he can do better, and I think we know he can do better. But I'm happy with him. I'm not criticising him. I said I'm not criticising any other team today. We got the job done. We went away to Wolves. Not always the easiest place. You know, we found that over the previous years. And we got a clean sheet, and we won. And that's all that matters. We got 3 points, and we're top of the league for the moment. So all in all, happy going into the international break unbeaten. Really nice. Really good job from the team. And yeah, hopefully everyone comes back fit, ready to go. And we take on United first game back, which is going to be an absolute belter, isn't it? Let's be honest. So as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out. Let me know in the comments who your man of the match is. And I'm thinking about doing an England watch along. Let me know what you think about that. because we can just chill and talk about anything City related or non-City related. You know, we can take it easy. But yeah, thanks for watching as always. Hit that like button. Bye bye.